Geraldino. Let us learn what is inductive method and deductive method, and what is the difference between them two. All teaching methods can be classified into two, namely deductive and inductive method. The direct method and the demonstration method of instructions are deductive. The inquiry method, problem-solving method, and project method are inductive. In the deductive method, the teacher tells or shows directly what he or she wants to teach. This is also referred as direct instructions. How does the teacher proceed when he or she teaches deductively? Here are some examples. A teacher wants to teach his or her pupils how to add similar fractions. She or he begins by stating the rule. To add similar fractions, just add the numerators, then copy the denominators. Then she will give example, after which she will give written exercises for her pupils. Another example is she begins his or her science lesson by defining vertebrates as all animals with backbone. Then he or she gives example, dog, fish, and frog. They are all vertebrates because they possess backbones. The deductive approach is teacher-dominated. Teachers begin with the abstract rule, generalization, principles, and ends with specific examples and concrete details. The advantage of using deductive method, we do not need to worry on what question to ask to lead the learners to generalization or conclusion. While the disadvantages of the deductive method, first, it is not supportive of the principle that learning is an active process. There is less involvement on the part of the learners. The learners do not take a part in the generation of conclusion or generalization. The learners' involvement will be on the drill of exercises that come after the explanation of the rule of principle. Second lesson, appears uninteresting at first. We begin our lesson with the abstract, with what the learners do not know. So at the outset, our lesson were irrelevant and uninteresting. Let's proceed to the inductive method. In the inductive method, instead of the teachers giving the rule and adding similar fractions at the outset, she or he will give them at least 5 examples of added similar fractions at one time. Ask the pupils to study the examples, then ask them to explain how she or he arrived at the sums from there. From there, she or he will ask the pupils to state the rule in added fractions. Another example is to examine animals and study their body parts. Each has a backbone. The dog has a backbone. The fish and the frog also have backbones. Then the dog, fish, and frog are vertebrates. Then she or he defines vertebrates. The advantages of the inductive method, the learners are more engaged in the teaching-learning process. With our facilitating skills, the learners formulate the generalization or rule. Second, learning becomes more interesting at the outset because we begin with the experiences of our students. We begin with what they know. Third, it helps the development of our learners. Higher order thinking skills or HATS to see patterns and analyze the same in order to arrive at the generalization requires analysis analytic thinking. What are the disadvantages of inductive method? It is required more and so the subject matter will be covered. We need much time to lead our students to formulation of generalization, and it's also demand expert facilitating skills on the part of the teacher. We've got to ask the right question, organize answers, and lead the learners to generalization's conclusion. Thank you.